Hi guys, how you doing? Gonna crank this back up. All right, I have got this mic turned up loud, so if you can't hear me, you're trolling me. All right, so we're gonna look at in this reading President Yoon Suk Yeol. Yeol. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, of South Korea. He just recently tried to declare, well, he did declare martial law, but then he had to retract it because he didn't get the rest of the government's approval. And he did this largely, it seems like, on a smaller, maybe more close knit level involvement. There, he took his own party members by surprise, and he certainly didn't win the favor of the other party. He is part of the, what is it? It's called the People's Power Party, and it's a conservative party. Now, he in the past, I just read, has been coming under fire for he and his wife involved in some less than legal shenanigans and using influence. Kind of sounds like pay per play kind of stuff. Um, and I will include in the description box information, links that you can read more about that little scandal he had going on. But he is really going to see, I think, some difficult days ahead. So, again, he's part of the conservative governing party called the People Power Party. And he just recently had to retract from declaring martial law because he didn't, again, go about it the way that he's supposed to. And he was definitely chancing his arm. And a lot of people are saying that they don't know why he did this. But if you dig a little bit, you can see he's been having some legal issues and giving himself a really good black eye. I think he and his wife, no less. It sounds so familiar. So let's just take a look. I'm going to use this time the investigative deck by Trish James. And you can order that and she's in the UK though, so it could get costly, but maybe ask for it for Christmas. All right, let's take a look at South Korea's president and just see and ask why he did this with declaring martial law. That seems to be the mystery, although I don't think it's much of a mystery. I figured he had something to hide. But pardon Buttercup, she's kind of stirred up hearing about this. She doesn't like injustice. She's my wound back. All right. So let's take a look at the South Korean president. I guess you pronounce the last name, very last part of his name, I would guess Yeol. Yeol. I'm horrible with names. But let's just take a look and see what it shows up for him. Pardon the front door. All right. Why did he declare martial law? What is he up to? What is it that the people of South Korea need to know, and the rest of the world, that he's up to? What is he doing? What is also, what is ahead for him because of doing this? These things are, he's destroying himself, much like I think we may see Trump, doing. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. So let's just see for the president of South Korea. Why did he do this? What's going to happen to him? That is Yoon Suk Yeol. Okay. I'm getting mental struggle or illness. Okay. Maybe he has some issues going on. Wouldn't surprise me. What's it that they say about people that are in positions of like authority, and they're usually having some issues there. But okay, let's just take that and say that maybe he has some hidden mental issues, and we're getting that he's guilty. Okay. Web of lies. He is involved, I think, in a number maybe of different illegal activities. This is alleged. This is an entertainment channel. It's speculation and use of the cards. But by this, to me, it indicates a web of lies. It's not just one lie, but lies, and it's a web of them. So that is paired with dark web. Isn't this weird? Or recorded. So I think he might have left digital footprints that can be traced. And I think it will show that he's not telling the truth, that he's guilty, and he might have some issues with mental fitness for his job. There could be some not excusing any behavior, but that may be another thing that he's got on board with everything else. Saying it says, I had to get away. This is, I think he's starting to feel panic, maybe thinking that the walls are closing in because the things he's tried out of desperation aren't working, and in fact are bringing the walls closing in. And innocent. So this is also paired with I had to get away innocent. Is this something he's going to try and project? Probably. That he's innocent, and he's got to, I don't know, have some kind of special treatment, maybe, if not like actually leave. Maybe there are other people involved in his web of lies that were innocent and were trying to get away from him. That could come out. So let's just put it on the old mental shelf and go, okay, don't know exactly for sure, but this card coming up tends to indicate something may come out that will give it context. Yeah, we're getting ringmaster organized. So there's a lot of manipulation. He's part, I think, of a group of people that are involved in manipulating things to their benefit financially and power-wise. And he's president, so he's at the apex in some cases, right? We're getting the please find me card. This could be also, and I'm getting a feeling of maybe in reference of evidence of other crimes. There's going to be a confrontation with strength. So there will be a confrontation with his behavior that he has to face. And there's a card of think about it differently. Not sure what you need to, maybe he needs to think about it differently, what he did. I mean, you don't just try and get away with that. maybe also look more thoroughly into his background, throwing different eyes maybe on him than some people may have given him more credit than he was due. They may have given trust that wasn't earned. That could be it too. Now, we're getting him wanting to leave or move for sure. However, I do feel like the he's just pulled this towards himself, and now it's going to really get going and get active, and he's going to be pursued even more deeply than he was, I think, prior to it. I think he's made issues worse for himself. He's being watched. Stalker or being watched. I do think they are surveying him. Strategy and planning. I think there was planning behind what he did. It wasn't just a whoops. What did I do? I took some money I shouldn't have. Ooh, bad me. No, this indicates that there's a whole method to trying to get away with benefits and power uh, that he was, you know, connected to, and people connected to him. There's not just him, but there's corruption around him. People helping him to plan that. Drain or waterway? Maybe he'll be drained. Person of interest. And we get drain or waterway. Okay, I don't know what to make of that, but just keeping it right there. Because again, there could be information that comes out where that's going to have maybe even odd sense. Right now, I don't know. This card is know too much, want to talk. I think there are people that are connected to the crimes that they're going to find he's been involved in and that will speak. There are people that want to speak that have tried to get out of his orbit, so to speak, to get away from him, is the feeling I'm getting with these cards. There's a feeling of like, I feel like victims, that people he's taken advantage of. And I think some of them may come forward and speak, but they might be afraid with knowing too much. Maybe that's why they haven't felt comfortable yet. Crime of opportunity, so that they think they can get away with it. They're going to go for it, just like the opportunity the chance he took in thinking he could declare martial law without, and everyone would just roll over. But we have that there is resilience. That's right. People stood up to him. So his progress in trying to get away with his crime was slowed, and it's going to come to a stop. We have there is a connection and well-funded operation. Yes. So I think South Korea is going to be investigating their president. Let's see what else we're getting. Masked. He's not showing his true face. And there are accomplices, other people involved. He had help. So he puts on one face and pretends to be a certain way, or a certain kind of upright person, probably like, I'm, righteous, but he's got another side to himself that's very sinister and corrupt. The phone agrees. Thought I shut it off. waiting for a call from my doctor. So I should see it light up. I'm getting that there's missing pieces or a missing piece. Sorry about the light reflection this time of the evening, but I'll try to hold the card so you can kind of see. Really like her deck. Trish James makes some cool decks. So, and there's light around that puzzle piece. It looks like they're really going to be gathering information against him as well, but I think there might be some major pieces or a major piece that they're going to be looking for. What comes with that card is exposed secrets. Exposed secrets. This guy's in trouble. 2 crimes connected. So again, what was I saying before when the Web of Lies came out? That there's more than one thing? And there are. This is saying that there's more than, one crime, and they have a connection to him. There's a commonality. This is bringing balance. Temperance comes in. So this says to me, yeah, the universe is not, once again, playing around with people right now. It seems like this year is FOFA, or FOFO. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. I really think so. But, there's connection to other crimes, more than one crime. And I'm telling you, this angel here that is on every temperance rider weight based deck is also a major arcana card. It is a larger influence, more powerful, and often more spiritual. So I'm really sensing that with the universe, it's like this, like I said, the FAFO is not advised, because you're going to get found. People are going to resist, and they want the truth. They don't want liars. And these con people will come under the spotlight, and they will be forced, by outside influences or otherwise, to, that their crimes will be exposed. Great deal of exposure. And I'm seeing this around the world with different leaders. Just too bad that he is one of those conservative extremists. Not all conservatives are extreme, but oh, there's my doctor. Gotta hang on here. Liked it so much we had to do it again. I guess it just automatically resetted when I had to put it on pause. So anyway, a little transition there. I got my appointment and some medical issues ironed out. That's my life now, medical issues. Anyway, back to the reading. When we get the temperance card, once again, this is often the universe is coming in and saying you're going to need to apply balance, or balance will be coming in with this issue, and it's best to work with it rather than to resist and insisting on your own way. There's too much of an extreme, and the universe notes that energy and starts bringing in outside influence if you don't use your free will in a way that's going to be what's on board for the fate or whatever's going on. But it is coming up more and more now, and I really feel confident in saying that it really is not going to be a good year for tyrants. They're going to get exposed, and they're going to meet a lot of resistance to their trying to further oppress. All right. Let's see what we get with the next few cards. For Yoon He's running out of time. All right, this is also another card that would come up for and comes up for Trump. That there is, I think, all of that getting away with stuff, as often these people have in their lifetimes, is coming to a stop. What they've gotten used to getting away with is ending. That time for them to use power is ending if they're going to abuse it. It just seems to be the message that's coming up again and again, and his is repeating it. So I'm sharing that. What else? There is stranger unknown to me. It has a person out on the street. Kind of gives you the feeling that maybe it's going to be speaking of the well-being of his own people. Again, I want it out. Make sure I've got, yeah. So there's another card of someone not wanting to be connected, or it could also be that he doesn't want to deal with the real problems, I don't know, and the needs of the public. Rather walk away from it. It doesn't look like he wants to deal with it at the very least. Person is known, yes, they know it's him, and there is judgment. He's still not getting off the hook. Judgment. There is a harsh sentence coming his way. I think he's going to be held legally accountable for this by the South Korean government. Money involved. Figures. There's always money and power. Sun is setting, so we're getting kind of a rainbow band of light here, which is interesting. He's also getting the hangman. There's going to be delays, and he might be the one that gets in the most trouble, pays the dearest price of all the people that are connected to the crimes. That is also another feeling here. So watch out for that. I'm getting purposefully disappeared, marks left behind. This is telling me, at the very least, that there are forms of evidence that was perhaps they tried to get rid of, but couldn't. And again, it is also potentially connecting crimes against other people. I don't know what they're up to entirely, but I think it's going to come out. I get deeply involved or water in a crime of passion or desire. There could be some, how to say it, crimes of desire, of inappropriate desire, maybe connected to this guy too. Ugh. These people are so gross. That's allegedly. It may or may not be. Sometimes these specific types of decks don't fully meet everything, but let's just put it there. I'm getting drugs, alcohol, or blood, and more than one involved. So perhaps there are people that may have connection to abusing substance, even alcohol. People don't always think that, they think, it's maybe a serious street drug. No, maybe it can be alcohol. It's one of the biggest gateway drug out there. So drugs, alcohol, more than one involved. There could be, maybe that's part of the illness of the mind, that there could be addiction issues with him. Staged, set up, framed. Looks like they have tried or will try to perhaps put or shift blame. And And maybe connection to an accident? I'll have to read more about South Korea, what's been going on there. But this is kind of weird. It's connecting to some form of an accident and saying it's really not an accident, it was set up or staged. Now, I don't know what that will mean. Maybe some people from South Korea can let me know. Yeah, he's left a digital footprint and gone in the wrong direction. So he's not where he's supposed to be doing things that he's supposed to be doing, and he's going to get caught for it. Undercover, he is being surveyed, and there is an empress, a mother figure here. And maybe this is the former uh, president. There was a woman that I posted. Um, she was being interviewed by Christine Amanpour. Uh, Maybe this has something to do with people that are served under her. But I feel like we have a feminine energy here serving undercover that may help to expose his crimes, because they are going to come out. Emperor, and it says the father figure, the leader, and missing searching. But I think, yeah, maybe they're going to raid or search his stuff, his digital and computer based items, phone, all of that, computers, and those who might be connected to it. Because it keeps wanting to say there's more than one person. This isn't just him. It branches out. So that's very interesting. Wow, South Korea is going to give us a run. Okay. I got myself sorted and set up medically and all that good stuff. So should be getting some medicine tonight. Um, he, however, faces a possible trial. There is justice. There is legal matters at hand for him that's coming. This says law, legal, trial. Okay. Again, sorry about the light and the reflection. And he gets the death card where there's an ending. So it doesn't mean literal death, but I think it means that it's the end of his career and he's going to be in legal trouble. I don't think he's going to do well. I think he will be sentenced. And the earlier card said a harsh sentence. So he's in trouble. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. If you appreciate readings like this, please do give me a thumbs up. And thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Bye. Take care.